Rennie, like, I've accepted the fact. I feel lucky the fact that I have a father. You know what I mean? But I've just accepted the fact that that's just how it is.
You know what? It sounds to me, Dan, like you have an amazing mother.
I mean, she's phenomenal.
That's how it sounds to me. It sounds to me like your mother has picked up so much slack.
That's exactly what it.
You know, it sounds to me like you have an amazing mother.
Like, she never missed.
That's what it sounds
my mom
like to me.
Worked so hard and she never missed anything. Was always involved in everything I did. You know?
I can tell when a kid speaks. Like, you could just hear me speak about my parents.
Right.
I can tell when someone speaks about their parents. I can tell. I can just tell the relationship, and I think that your mom is an amazing person, personally. And not saying that your dad isn't. Maybe your dad doesn't know how to express his feelings, but he needs to learn how to do this.
Yeah, but at the same time, my dad's 55 years old. I'm not going to teach him how to do
that.
No,
you're not going to. Counseling is the only thing that will help him. And it's so funny because,
Rennie's like, yeah, I need to go to counseling with my dad. I mean, no offense, but I'm not open to that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm fine. Like, I don't have a problem.
I think that you are. I think that you are very. You're a very nice guy. You are. You're a very nice guy, and you have a big heart. And I think that that's thanks to your mom. And I think that honestly, if I was to give my opinion of this, I think that, you and your sister going to counseling with your dad would probably be a great thing for you guys. But that's if he would agree to go, of course.
Right.
And, you guys taking that step forward, I think, would be huge.
Right, but is that mine and my sister's responsibility?
I don't think it is your responsibility, you know what I mean? But unfortunately, it sounds to me like
he was not the one.
In order for it to happen.
He won't initiate.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's funny that you, are able to pick up on that because that's exactly what it is.
That's just kind of how
Right.
That's kind of how I feel on it. It just sounds to me like, if this was to happen, you two would probably have to be the ones to initiate it.
Right. And the thing I told Rennie, I've no ill feelings for my father. I'm not mad at him or anything, but the one thing it has done is motivate me if I have a family, it's not.
And I think you will be great. I think that you will be great. I think that you are an amazing person. I think that, like you told me, you said in your bio that Midwest, the big heart. I think you have a huge heart. I do. I think that, and a lot of it is the way that you're raised. I think that your mom, just like the letter that she wrote, I know, I really do. I think it was sweet. I do. I think it was huge. I do. I would love to meet your mom. Let's put it that way. I think that she would be an amazing person. I think you've turned out great. And it's probably thanks to your mom. But I think if you're going to have a relationship with your dad, unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be him that is going to take the step forward. Maybe because I don't like to judge. I've always wanted to be a psychologist.
No, but I appreciate your opinion.
My thing is, I wouldn't judge him on his childhood or anything like that. I don't know anything about it. I just think that it would probably have to be you and your sister that approached him about the fact, okay, here's the thing, here's how we're feeling. And I think probably he would go with it. But unfortunately, I don't think he would be the person to
be like, oh,
bring it up, so to speak.
Yeah, because here's the thing, in my dad's mind, I think he thinks everything's fine. You know what I mean?
I don't know if he thinks everything's fine, but he sounds to me like he's not a person who can really express himself. When you read the letter, it was very vague. It was very vague. It was, you guys looked cool in your outfits.
But that's my dad.
That's what I mean. It was and I read off of that stuff. It was a very vague type of
I'll get emails
paragraph.
Like that once in exactly word almost word for word stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was It's like he's trying to tell you, but he just can't. You know, so to him, that is his way of telling you. I think your dad is very proud of you. I do. I mean, personally, if I was to speak off of this, I think that your dad is very proud of you. Honestly, I'm getting a little emotional on you right now. I don't know how your dad couldn't be proud of you. You're a great guy, Dan. I mean, out of everybody in this house, you have a huge heart. You're a very nice guy. You're a very nice guy. And I don't know how he couldn't be. So, I think with him trying to express himself to you, that's kind of how he did it. You know, it was like, okay, you guys looked great in your suit. You know, it was like, it's like a manly man way of doing it, you know?
No, I mean, like, I appreciate, like, everything you say, but, like, I can tell you that's never come out of his mouth. You know what I mean? Never. My entire life. You know, and that's the thing, like...
There's no way that he can't see this, though.
What do you mean?
There's no way that your dad can't see this. I mean, I've known you within 2 months, and I already think that of you. There's no way that your dad can't see this.
No.
And I hope that if anything comes out of the show, I hope that he realizes that. I hope that he can actually tell you the way that he actually feels, instead of kind of beating around the bush.
Right.
I hope that he can open up to you a little more. It sounds to me like he's going to be a little bit of a, you know, he's just more old-fashioned, maybe, a little more cut off, you know. Yeah, so, and, you know, a lot of it is the way that you're raised. A lot of it is the way that you're raised. But I think that, I definitely think that he thinks the world of you. I just think that he has, you know, some people just have a harder time of opening up.
Yeah, but isn't that, like, I don't know, for me, people like me and you, that's just very strange, you know what I mean? Like, if someone you care about, you know what I mean? Like,
not really.
To me, it's strange, like, if it's someone I care about, like, how could I, like, not open up to them? You know what I mean?
Some people, they just...
I don't know.
They feel a certain way, but, you know, they have a hard time, you know, really opening up and telling the person how they actually feel. I think I've gotten more probably in touch with my feelings since I probably moved away. You know what I mean? Of actually realizing and appreciating. I mean, I've always told my parents, you know, they've always realized how much I care about them, but when I moved away, I think it was such more of a huge impact, where I made sure that I told them.
Right.
I think it comes with age also. I do. But some people, like, they think that you know it. They want you to know it. But they're not very emotional. You know, like, to them it's like you know. Yeah, some people are funny about opening up emotionally. Like, I mean, I've seen it, though. You know, that's why I'm saying this. Like, I've seen this happen. So, you can tell, you know, sometimes. And I think that, I know that your dad, I'm sure, 100% sure that your dad, he's probably, oh my gosh, he probably brags about you all the time. You're on the Big Brother 10 show. Are you kidding me? Are you really think your dad does not go around and brag about you? Your dad goes around and brags about you all the time. Your dad loves you to death. Your dad doesn't know how to open up and express his feelings like your mom does. They show it in different ways. That's probably the best way to say it.
You'd like my mom a lot.
I would. I can tell by the letter.
No, you definitely would.
They just show it in different ways, that's all. You know, people show expressions different ways. Some people are very uncomfortable with getting a little emotional. You know.
It's not even like being I don't know, it's weird.
But they do. They get like a little, like, he's trying to tell you, like, Dan, I think it's so cool, the astronaut competition that you did. You know, like, it was cute, though. Like, because that's his way of telling you. You know? It was just, I don't know. I just felt like he was trying to tell you, but in a subtle way, you know? Like, not to be like, oh, son. Yeah. You know? He just sounds like the type of person to me. right, honey. I'm going to bed. You take long showers.
I do.
I saw in Memphis then. I'm like, he takes such long showers. Yeah. Where's your... Oh, there it is. Your tiger.
Yeah.
Okay, good night.
Good night, Keesha. Thanks for
having us, drunkens.
Good night, Keesha.
Good night, honey.
Tell Memphis to say good night.
Yeah, if he's still awake, huh?
Yeah. Will you tell me what time it is when you get down there?
Yeah, wait 1 second. Let me go look. $1:20.
Oh, it's not bad.
Good
night, Keesha.
honey.